everyone, welcome to Retro Music Review UK. My name is Roger Swift, here to do another retro music review. Now, part of the reason I do this whole CD collecting of CD singles, CD albums and compilation albums is essentially to satisfy a childhood fantasy, because when I was in my teens and 14, 15 years old, back in the 1990s, I used to go into my local HMV and Virgin Megastore here in Telford, and I used to go to all the racks where all the CD singles on. Also used to look around the albums. I used to go look around all the compilation albums and would basically fantasize about all these things I could buy if only I had the money, you know, picking them up and looking at them. It was essentially like, just looking at them going, oh, if only I had the money to buy that, and only I had the money to buy that. I was only on paper round money, I couldn't afford to buy it. So essentially, because the CD format is now effectively dead and no one cares anymore, and I use the word dirt cheap to buy on eBay and charity shops and things like that, and because I don't have any interest in in contemporary music made in recent times, it's essentially now is the time I can basically achieve what was my teenage fantasy of just having all these albums. It's one of the ones I definitely went into the Virgin Megastore and picked up off the rack and had a look at and went, oh, $3.99, if only I had the money I'd buy this, but I can't. And now I've got it. It's a song that was a very big hit in Europe, I understand it. I understand this, I've looked it up on Wikipedia. It was a big hit across the rest of Europe, Norway, Germany. The band are actually German, but in the UK this didn't chart particularly highly. It's a song that I now have. It's a song called Lemon Tree by a band called Fool's Garden. Now, according to Wikipedia, this band are still going. They've had a lot of hits in their native Germany. They've also had critical success and things like that. Now, how I'm familiar with this song is I used to listen to the Top 40 with Mark Goodyear during the 90s, Like a Religion. This one did in fact chart twice in the United Kingdom. In 1996, about 6 months apart, it was charted, and then later on it got recharted again and came out with two different releases. From checking it out against Discogs.com and the listing in the British Book of Hit Singles, this was definitely one that, this is the original release. So I'll just talk you through it. There's the artwork there, Fool's Garden, Lemon Tree, pretty basic stuff. There's the CD, that's what that looks like. There's not a lot to say about the artwork on this one, it's just a pretty basic, it kind of does what it says on the tin. It was also #1 hit in Ireland, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. I'm familiar with it because I heard it in the Top 40 singles chart twice. They also definitely played the music video for this on the chart show one Saturday morning. Could do a whole video talking about the chart show. So let's put this on and have a listen. And see what I make of it. Now, what I can tell you before the song actually starts is that this very much to me sounds like something from a TV commercial. It sounds like as if, some incidental radio commercial. So like as if, coming soon, we're coming soon from something curtains, have a sale on like those local radio jingles. For some reason, when this song kicks off, it reminds me of that. So as I start playing it, that's the first thing that comes to mind. So let's start playing this song. There is now a sale on DFS curtains, or whatever, that's what that sounds like to me. So it's strings there. Straight away I'm getting for a song from the 90s, this has got a very period sound to it. So this definitely sounds like something from the 70s, even though it's from the 90s. Very bouncy. Recorded at Hinkelston and New Line Studio in Suggegart. And all the names are German on this, but they're singing in English. This definitely sounds like something from the 60s or 70s. I can clearly remember them playing the video for this on the chart show and thinking, at the time when I was a teenager, thinking, oh, that's catchy. And like I say, I would have gone and bought this if money had been no object at the time. This is definitely one I picked up and went, yeah, I'll buy. If money was no object, I'd buy that because I'd heard it on the Top 40 that week. There's not a lot going on here in the sense that there's no It's just your pretty standard pop song. Don't sound German, do they? Nice touch there. I like that sort of trombone there. Good production, there's a lot of good production values here. This is a well produced song, it's not artificial. This has clearly been made using real instruments. And there's no overproduction. This is kind of what I like about the 90s. The music has that genuine sound to it. Or yesterday you told me about the blue, blue sky, and all that I can see is just another lemon tree. This has almost got a Eurovision Song Contest feel to it. I don't think they could have put this in Eurovision, it wouldn't have seemed out of place. Of course, I've got the Simpsons episode. You know, when they go to Shelbyville and they get the lemon tree off them. Of course, that's in my head as well. Please hit that subscribe button for more videos.